The energy that you've been feeling in your life, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that heavy feeling of feeling like you can't do nothing. You can't go nowhere. You can't think straight. Right? The feeling of feeling like you're in some form of limitation. I don't know if you know this or not, but that is a perception. That is a perception. Although you may have people playing in your energy, you may have a few people playing in your energy, especially the people who really envy you or are jealous of you or something like that, or they don't want to see you become better in life and become greater in life. They don't want to see you win, you know. But that's natural. That's natural to get that type of energy. It's natural to get that type of energy out from the outside world, because a lot of times when a person can't seem to be like you, or they see something in you that they want to embody, they feel some type of way about that. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know this video was for somebody. See, life is energetic. Life is energy. Life is energy, and it's important to know what pieces to move around and what way to move those pieces around. It's like a puzzle, literally. Like, if you know all this noise is happening in one sector of your life, right? We're gonna keep that noise where it's at. Then we're gonna go to the next part of your life, wherever that may be. It might be financial, it may be physical, it may be mental, it may be spiritual. And you really truly utilize spirituality to gain balance and understanding in all those levels of life. Because that's one thing we don't really think about. But when you're trying to do something and you feel like you're being met with barriers every single place and everywhere you go, it's really important to stop, to think, gain clarity, and ask God, what step should you take next? Excuse me. And a lot of people really just try to move through life, really not planning, really not thinking, really not setting goals, really not planning things out. And I, for one, am guilty of that. But I have been working so hard and so effortlessly on certain levels and certain things, and gaining perspectives where I probably wouldn't have them if I wouldn't need to work to have perspective. Perspective is everything. Perspective is the way you're thinking, what your idea is on a certain specific topic. You feel me? And when you gain full clarity, that's when it's go time, baby. That's when it's go time. But I'm telling you right now, something is about to happen in your life. Something major is about to happen in your life. And I know I've been feeling like this for the last couple of days. I don't even know where this feeling is coming from, but I feel it. And it's so strong. It's so strong. And how you know when something big is about to happen is when you really feel like letting it go. When you really feel like giving up. When you really feel like turning your back. When you really don't feel like learning things you know you should learn. When you just don't have the wherewithal to the persistence to just push through. And that's when you should go harder. And I'm just saying, I mean, learning spirituality, it teaches you patience. It teaches you clarity. It teaches you to relax. It teaches you to attract things towards you. It teaches you energetic frequency, knowledge, and wisdom. Like, you learn so many things. You learn how to live and be in the ebb and flow without life attacking you. And that's the one thing that I love about spirituality. And it literally helps you understand how to operate in a frequency that's feeling like it want to push you down and you're trying to rise up. And it want to push you down and you're trying to rise up. The way to operate through that kind of energy is to truly find what works for you. Because what works for other people may not work for you. Like, what works for me may not work for you. Where I meet resistance, when something is when I'm showing resistance in my life, or I feel like I'm being met with resistance in my life, I sit. I have to sit. And then energy rise when I sit, because I listen to God. This is why it's good to be in tune with God. And people be like, girl, they can't really connect. Like, I don't even understand what you're saying when you say connect with God. What does that mean? Connect with God. Connect with God in a quiet space. The only way for you to really tune in and really tune into God, to really understand exactly what he's trying to say, or what she's trying to say, is Father, Mother, God out here. Father, Mother, God. Okay? Father, Mother, God. It's like, there's man, there's woman, there's man. Father, Mother, God. And when you connect with Father, Mother, God, and you give yourself that chance to connect with Father, Mother, God, things grow so much smoother. Go. Everything seems a little bit more balanced. And you are out the way. You are out of the way. Whatever the energy that needs to pass, allow it to. Allow it to pass. Because we be trying to rush and do things. And at the end of the night, when you try to rush and you do things like for instance, sometimes I feel like posting, sometimes I don't feel like posting. Sometimes I feel like posting, and sometimes I don't feel like posting. When I don't feel like posting, if I allow myself to not post for too many days at a time, I literally will lose the drive to even want to post. And my ego mind will begin to talk to me, and I will really literally sit and listen to my ego mind. Because our ego mind is an energy, it's an entity. That's how I view it. That's how I see it. I don't look at the ego mind as something hard to overcome, though. A lot of us connect our ego to our confidence level, and we don't even know that we're connecting those two together. And then you allow all of the noises in your head. That's your ego mind. You allow your ego to speak things to you subconsciously, and you believe it. Like, I ain't good enough. Like, I can't do this. Like I shouldn't even post. And then I go one day without posting, and it's like, girl, you don't even have nothing to say. Girl, don't go, don't do nothing, don't post. And then I don't post. Like, what? That ain't even me talking. That's my ego mind subconsciously talking to me. And when you hear your ego mind subconsciously talking to you, right? Your job is to ignore it, not listen, not allow yourself to sit in that energy. So I learned how to turn the volume down on my ego mind. I turned the volume down on my ego mind. And when I turn the volume down on my ego mind, my creative mind turns all the way up. And it's truly just a training that I had to take myself through. Because if you don't have a built-in modem for motivation, if you don't have a built-in modem for positivity, if you don't have a built-in modem, like something inside of you make you feel positive just for no reason at all, you don't have that natural optimistic energy living inside of you, it will be pessimism that literally comes from your mind and comes from your own thoughts, because they'll connect. And then you'll hear yourself telling yourself things, and you'll hear voices saying things in your head that's not even you, and you'll think that is you. It takes a real strong spiritual person that knows the connection between Father, Mother, God and themselves to know the difference between the ego mind and the individual mind, your own personal mind. It takes work to train yourself to learn how to do that. Because most people be like, and you know what? When we listen to our ego mind will lead us astray. It's so sad. It's so sad. It's sad, but it's real knowledge. It's real wisdom that I'm spitting right now, that I'm talking about right now. A lot of people might downplay it and be like, yeah, no, it ain't. I'm telling you, learn about the ego mind. When you study what you don't know, and when you study what you're ignorant to, that's when you learn more. That's when you learn the most. Because now you're like, oh, she was right. Yeah. And then we start living our life off autopilot, not even knowing that we're living our life off autopilot, not being connected to the main circuit, which is God, right? And we're living our life off autopilot, being connected to the matrix, doing things that the matrix wants you to do instead of listening to God. To God, yeah. Yeah, it's true. And I learned that during meditation, during the times where I used to meditate for hours and hours at a time. I learned so much in that moment, in that space. I unplugged from social media. I unplugged from friendships, and I'm still unplugged from friendships. Literally, I unplugged from the basic human need to want to act on our animalistic habitual ways, which is sex. I learned how to turn that switch off, and I did it turn on when it's time. Period. But you got to know this: when you're not involving yourself in doing things like that, you are supposed to be creating. You are supposed to truly create, being able to manifest, learning how to understand the energy that is within you, and from that you learn energy in other people. You learn when negative energy pop up. You can see the monster. And listen, you can see the monster in people without the monster having to tell you, I'm a monster. Verbally, you can see it. It's there. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's so true. We so tapped into God where you just know. You just know. You know, you just feel it. And then you can see it and sense it, especially when you feeling so high vibrational and you're in a good mental space. When you're in a good mental space, I'm telling you right now, a lot of things will start testing you, and a lot of things will start to try to trigger you. And it's just energy. That's how energy is. It's like entities and energy. And you know, when God is planting seeds in you to be better, to do better, it's always going to be met with the opposite. And it's your job to know who you are enough to stand strong and firm in your stance and not be moved. But that's spiritual warfare, right? Just saying. It all connects. I always say this, it all connects. It's all connected. It's all connected. Period. Like, but it gets so much more easier the more you do it. Like if you feel like life is getting you down right now, are you willing to see the brighter picture? Are you willing to see the brighter side of life? Or are you going to let the fact that you feel down or you feel, confused, continue to still bring in that confusion? Because, energy goes where energy grows. Energy grows where energy goes. So wherever you're putting your energy at is the part that's going to grow the most. And you can't get around it. I've tried. I've tried, like, seriously. But it's really your job. It's really up to you, babe, man. It's really up to you. Like, this big thing that's coming in, though, it's going to change your life. It's going to change your life. And if it don't come this week, next week, it's on the way. So prepare for it. Get excited now. Get happy now. Okay? Seriously. It's a big thing. It may not be a big thing to other people, but it's a big thing to you. It's a big thing to you, And I just felt like I needed to come on here and talk about that because God be urging me to inspire, interfere with negative energy right now and inspire. Interfere with negative thoughts that my people is having right now. Interfere with that and have them think different things. Put them on a different plateau of thinking. Encourage the movement of positive thinking even in the midst of negativity. And so that's what I'm here for. You know your purpose. You got to walk in it. Somebody left a comment on one of my posts too on YouTube. And the comment said, braider or preacher? Braider or preacher? And I'm gonna talk about this in the next video because this is a great time. That person that commented that is probably not even the only one that's saying that to themselves. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna save that for my next video, and I'm gonna talk about that in my next video. Why not? Why not? For real. I don't know. I feel like saying a prayer right quick, right? Father, Mother God, I know that you put inside of us to be better and be greater, no matter what our circumstances may look like to the eye, to the physical eye. And I also know that you put upon us to think better, and be more in an optimistic mindset. Therefore, we'll attract more optimistic things to our reality. I also know that is definitely and strongly connected to the spiritual eye, which is what you want us to put over all. Yes, we are physical beings, but moreover, we are spiritual beings. And we have learned over time to dumb the energy of spirituality down and rise up with the energy of religion, which separates us a little bit from the true meaning of spirituality. But I know there's a reason for me saying those words the way I just said them, because somebody that's watching me pray right now, that's watching me speak right now, and as they listen to the words coming out of my mouth that comes directly from higher power, Father, Mother God, catch what I'm saying. Pick up what I'm putting down. It's time. God said it's time. It's time, babe. It's time to accept. It's time to release. It's time to understand. It's time to know thyself. 2 Timothy 2:15 says, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. When you study, when you learn who you are, when you learn your true nature, when you learn your authentic self, right? This is when you begin to accept and receive things that's authentic to you. here is what I would say. Thank you for allowing me to pray this prayer and speak these words straight from you, straight from your mind, because you live within me. So I know that it is divine and it is sent straight directly to the ears of my beautiful beloveds that are watching me speak right now on this channel. I would like to thank you, and I would like to continue to thank God every single day in pure gratitude for what we have now and also what is to come. And so it is, and so it shall be. Amen. Amen. Ashe. Ashe. And I will be back in another video, you guys. Hope you guys got some out of this video. I'm getting real spiritual, going a little deeper than where I usually be. You know, the surface is not for me. I'm learning that. I gotta let the surface go. And I don't know. I might have a video coming up for y'all. Y'all might be disappointed in me a little bit, but you know, all things have to come to an end sometimes. Everything can't be one plateau, one straight. You know, one. It can't be one way. It just can't be. Anyway, stay and tuned in for this next video I'm about to post. It is going to be about me. Preacher or braider? Braider or preacher with a question mark? Who knows what God has in store for me? He built every last one of us with multi-dimensional talents. And it's up to us to tap into it. So tap in! I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next video. And until then, do let nobody steal your joy. Not a person, place, or thing. Okay? And I'll see y'all in the next video. Mwah.